So John, you watched my latest video and felt confident enough to reach out to the locals, only to be told to off by everybody? Well, you may blame their Parisianness, and you would be right. But not only. What if I told you your French was too good? 1. Drop the ne. Imagine this, John. At the bistro, a Parisian invites your wife to have a drink. Understandably, you're not happy about it, so you answer, Je ne suis pas d'accord, je ne veux pas que tu ailles. But he doesn't take you seriously, so he ha at your face and takes her regardless. 9 months later, you're stuck with little Jean-Marc, asking you why you aren't unionized. Well, of course, John, what did you expect? Look at this sentence. It's way too good to be French. For starters, nobody in France says de ne. Second negative is more than enough. So find your inner Snoop Dogg and drop it. Drop it like it's hot. 2. Drop the E. John, like mosquitoes or Vin Diesel, French E's are everywhere, yet useless. So most of the time, you get rid of them and make the liaison with the following word. Je veux becomes je veux. Il se tait become il se tait. And if you can't drop the E, then swallow it. For example, depuis becomes puis, while devant becomes vent. 3. Use contractions. Us French love speaking smoothly and efficiently. It allows Parisians to say even more BS at the minute, but some words don't allow that, and so we use contractions. Tu as and tu es becomes ta and t'es, as in t'as raison ou t'es nul. Je suis becomes je suis, as in je suis beau, while il y a loses the il and brings the y and the a together to make ya, as in y a pas photo. And if you're advanced enough, you'll even learn contractions for whole sentences, like je ne sais pas, which becomes je sais pas. As usual, make sure to check out the descriptions for more examples. 4. Remove just about everything. Frankly, when you speak fast enough, you can remove just about anything superfluous. Suis, useless. Que, not too useless, but make sure to combine it with sure and cut it short. With time, John, you'll realize that French sentences are basically one big mess, where every word is swallowed by others. So keep listening, and soon enough you'll be saying beautiful sentences like this. Je suis pas d'accord, je veux pas que tu ailles. And I can guarantee you, John, after this, no one will bother you, including your wife. 5. Stop using nous. John, you spend hours learning how to conjugate nous in 23 different tenses, even though we use at best 5, and of course with its exceptions. So, understandably, you want to use it everywhere, right? Well, let me tell you now, drop it. Because nobody in France uses nous. Nobody. We use on, which is conjugated at the third person singular, like il ou elle. Nous sommes perdus becomes on est perdu, and now you don't look like a total idiot. 6. Shorten your questions. John, a common French meme is this sentence. Qu'est-ce que c'est que cette chose-là? Quite a mouthful, no? It comes from Le Petit Prince, and while it's not wrong, it's also pretty dumb. We would just say, c'est quoi? In fact, in French, you can drop any est-ce que, whether it's a question or not. For example, je ne sais pas qu'est-ce que c'est que son problème becomes je sais pas c'est quoi son problème. Oh, also, don't bother inversing. No one actually does it. Nobody says va-t-il le faire. You say il va le faire. Like, literally, nobody. 7. Sprinkle sounds into your sentences. You probably already know a few of these sounds, like oh la la, which no French has ever used sexually, by the way. Can only imagine Americans sleeping with a French girl and confusing it for pleasure. Anyway, for example, our contraction je sais pas would actually be said like this. Ouais, je sais pas. Basically, making the sentence 4 times longer to convey the same idea. And that is very French, John. And of course, there is verlan, but that's for another video, my friends. Hello everyone, I hope you enjoyed this new video. This week, I'd like to thank AlphaVote and my boulangère, Jeanette, for subscribing. We're almost at 40 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't. And as usual, leave a like, comment, and share to support the channel. This was Barris. I will see you next week. But until then, my friends, merde.